Hi, welcome to my channel. I have been talking for like 8 minutes about this show and it wasn't recording. Why? Just why? Oh god. Anyway, welcome to my channel. My voice now it's gone. I'm going to be talking about From. First of all, this video is sponsored by me and my book, I'm Not Broken. It's YA fantasy. It is not horror. I know it has nothing to do with the show, but you might like reading and you might like fantasy and magic and stars and like betrayal and, fights to the death and finding yourself among chaos. So anyway, that's kind of what my book is about. So if you like reading, you can do that. Also, you can support me by buying me a coffee. All the links and all the information will be down below. And I'm going to start talking about From again. So anyway, I was talking about Fatima. I like to talk about characters, right? Character by character, and then like what I think in general. Fatima. I was coming up with this theory as I was speaking to my camera that wasn't recording. So hear me out. I think there's time travel involved, kind of. I think time isn't like linear, so it goes in a circle. So time travel, but not time travel. So I know Fatima is pregnant, and we all know something bad is happening, right? And when that woman died, that was very convenient. Again, I think that the town is plotting these things to just keep the kid alive, like the baby alive. Like first destroying all the crops, and like now Fatima is eating them, and I don't think she would have found food if it wasn't for that. And now the dead body, because the police woman shot that other woman that I don't remember the name. I don't think I even like her, whatever, she doesn't matter. She's dead. And the moment Fatima said, I want to be alone with her, I was kind of mean to her, whatever, I want to say goodbye, I want to be alone with her. We all knew something was going to happen. I honestly thought she was going to eat her, not all of her obviously, but part of her. Instead she kind of started eating her blood, which was very disgusting. And I think it was intended to be that way. Like the show is really telling you, okay, this is wrong. Fatima is wrong, her baby is wrong, here's proof, and obviously, and it was again disgusting. Here's my theory, and this might be a little bit crazy because again, we know so little about what is happening. Like the facts that we have are so few. Like again, everything is possible. It's like we don't know where to go, right? So I think she's going to give birth to the boy in white. I know it doesn't kind of make sense, but I think it does. Again, it just hear me out. The boy in white. So Fatima's baby is going to be part human, part whatever the thing in the forest is, the entity. And so because of it, I think it's going to have power, and it's going to know the things that the entity in the forest knows, maybe. But also I think it's going to be different because it's going to be its own thing. And probably it's going to be the first of its kind, right? So, okay, I'm thinking now, since Fatima wasn't able to have kids, or so she said, and maybe everyone else in town could, but they haven't been able to get pregnant or have a child because maybe the entity can't use anything alive to, like, reproduce itself, or like, attach to. It chose death or non-existence to reproduce. That will make sense. I don't know, maybe I'm talking crazy, but anyway, that's why Fatima is pregnant now, because she couldn't. If she was able to before, she wouldn't have gotten pregnant, but because she wasn't and something was wrong with her, I'm going to put it in quotes, because I don't think anyone that can't have babies is wrong, but in that town, maybe something that isn't quite the norm is going to aid it in growing stronger. So that's why she became pregnant, because she couldn't do it before. So I think she's going to give birth to the boy in white. It's going to be a baby, obviously. And since it is going to be a mix of human and demon, maybe, it's going to have certain abilities that no one else has. In a theory that I made up a while ago, I said that the demon, I'm going to call it a demon. I don't know if it's a demon. There's a theory that they might be fairies. I agree with that. I think it's very, very possible, but I'm going to call it a demon. I think the demon wanted this child to be the antithesis or the, like I said, the yang to the jing to Ethan, because Ethan is a child, and again, I still think he represents the naivety and the innocence and the imagination of humanity, which works against the evil of this demon, like the thing that it's trying to spread, like it's fear and hopelessness and stuff like that. And Ethan is turning, like he's in right, but who will be, like, he's getting traumatized and he's losing this innocence, right? And I think that is very wrong. I think his innocence is what is going to save the people. Again, I did a theory. I'm going to put the link down below. So since they have Ethan, like the people in the town have Ethan, the demon was like, okay, I need a child of my own to fight against this other child. However, since this kid, the boy in white, is going to be part human, I think he is going to grow to love the people in the town or his mother. I have a theory that Fatima will die during birth. I don't know how it's going to go. It's just my theory because shows usually do this. So yes, but again, I think this child is going to be cared for, is going to be loved by the people in the town, but at the same time, the demon is going to try to influence this kid to be everything the demon cannot be and do the things it cannot do through him. But again, this child is going to have a conscience because it's part human. So I think during all of this, it's going to be, again, be fond of the people that have died and the people that are still living in the town. And since it's not quite human, it's going to be able to travel through time. I don't think trouble is necessarily the word, because I think time is not linear but a circle. So that's why it can like be in the present, the past, and the future, because it can see everything all at once. And we already know, like, this demon in the forest can see everything. Like, he knew, or it knew, when Tabitha was digging in the ground, and it knows when things are happening, right? I don't know if it's sending the visions to the people. Maybe the boy in white is it's sending some visions to some people, and the entity, the demon, is sending some visions to other people, like to what is her name? Oh my god, I forgot her name. I will put her in here. I forgot her name. The one with the curly hair. Yeah, so it can influence some people, but it cannot influence others. What is the difference? I don't know. No one knows. Again, all we have is theories. But yeah, demon child, maybe the boy in white, and maybe that's why he's trying to help. And maybe that's why he can't travel through worlds, because Tabitha saw him in the real world. But anyway, now to Tabitha. She was in the real world. She met Victor's father. He might die before they even get to see each other. I think Victor needs his father so much because he was without parents for so long and very traumatized. Understandably so, because what the fuck, that town is really, really terrible. I think a reunion is going to happen, but I also think the father is going to die. I don't think Victor is going to die, but I think the father absolutely is going to die. He's going to reunite with his son. We're going to have a happy moment, and then everything is going to end. Because that's the show, right? The ambulance, when they reached the tree, I was like, oh, they were in the real world. But again, coming back to Silent Hill a little bit, I think part of the town seep through the real world, and the real world seeps through from Bill. So yes, I don't know how Tabitha made it back. I do not think the demon brought her back. I think it was the boy in white. I think it also has the ability to bring people into that town to aid them, to try to help. Again, my theory down below. Anyway, so Tabitha freaks out when she sees the tree, obviously, because she's like, fuck, we are back. There's nothing we can do. And I don't understand, like, this part I didn't like, or I really wasn't fond of her just saying, don't turn around, just go straight, you will find the forest. I think, like, no matter what you do, no matter what you try, you're still there. You're going to find your way to the forest. Even if they try to turn back, they are lost. They're gone. They are in Fromville. But anyway, Tabitha is super scared. They handcuff her to the ambulance. What the fuck? And Thomas actually tells them, he tells Ethan that she's alive and that she's coming in an ambulance. Why? Like, I feel like in that part he was trying to help, because again the monsters were there, but maybe they weren't trying to kill them. It's never shown. Like, they are there, they are very freaky, but they never really try anything. Their only target is the other boy. Again, I forget their names, his photo. Um anyway, even the monster gives them the key. If I were Boyd, I will have run them over with the ambulance. Like, thank you for the key, fucking die. It didn't happen. He just left. Again, he's traumatized. He's very scared. Understandably. Again, I get it. I get it. I get it. I will have run them over, however. Like, what do you have to lose? You're inside. You can run them over. You can escape. I don't know. Anyway, he left the boy. I don't like him, but I like him. Like, he's very rude, but he's helpful. You know, like, he's helped quite a few people. He even like risked his life to throw the keys, no, through the kid to Boyd so they can't unhandcuff Tabitha. I don't know. And he starts seeing the things again. Like, I don't know what is happening, and then the boys, what the fuck, the monsters get around him, and Boyd leaves him, and then at the end he's still alive. He's like, I don't know, he's just offered the ambulance, or they stab him through it, and he's like now stuck. I don't know what the hell happened, but he's still alive and he's pissed. And I understand. He hates the people in the town because he doesn't trust anyone. And again, I do understand that. And they send him to the boss to just to fucking suffer. I understand he was being awful, but still, that was a very big punishment. So he doesn't like anyone. Still he's trying to help. And then they leave him. Boyd leaves him. So he's pissed. I understand. So that is going to be a problem, a type of problem they will have to endure with him. He might reveal again, a word somewhere in here, against them, because he's been traumatized. He was treated very poorly. Again, he's kind of an ass, but anyway, and then he was traumatized by those visions and being trapped by the demon for a while in the dungeon, whatever that is. So yeah, I don't know exactly what is going to happen with him. What is he going to do? I still don't think he's going to help the demon hurt the people in the town. I don't think he will do that. He just wants answers, and he just wants out, like he said. But again, some problems might arise from that. Going back to the people in the cabins, the ones surrounded by the wooden statues. Again, I think people are living in there. I'm not sure who. It might be them. Again, just maybe time travel. I don't know. Everything is possible. I don't know where the show is going. And honestly, I'm getting a little bit tired of it. Hopefully we will get some answers by the end of the season. I hope so, because all we have are questions, and I am tired and I need to know what is happening, even just a little bit. So the kids also, they are kind of missing from this season so far. I don't know what is happening. Maybe because Tabitha wasn't in town, so maybe they will appear again. I don't know. Anyway, Kenny, Jade, and I forgot her name again, features in here. I'm really bad at names. I'm really bad. They just talk things. They finally start talking about what they have seen, what they have experienced. I do think everyone needs to come together and just talk what they have been through, especially like the people that were trapped. Like, they were just like, they just survived. They were back, and no one like bothered to talk to them at all. They were like, oh, poor them, they were traumatized, and that was about it. Like, you need to know, like, you need to start talking to start forming the puzzle. I don't know how to phrase it, but everything is a puzzle, and you like every person, I think, is a piece, and the information that they have might help to like create this bigger picture. But they are like united in the way that they need themselves to survive, but also they don't talk to each other, and what the fuck. So anyway, they talk a little bit, nothing comes out of it. Again, they just talk about tension. I miss her so much. I hate that she's dead, but I don't know. Again, I think nothing comes out of it. They're just talking. They had to show them because they are part of the crew, the cast, whatever. Then we have, and I forgot her name. What is happening to me? the boss of the colony house. She's super angry because Boyd is just like acting up. But again, how could you not? How could you not? And she's like, I need to talk to you because he starts losing it at the policewoman. Because who will believe Tabitha? I mean, we know she's right. How could they know? Of course they were going to die. I'm glad she survived. It's not her fault. No one knew. And she's very like she's feeling very guilty. But again, like she had a gun. She was going to use it, and again, I thought maybe that was the purpose of the demon, to kill someone to feed Tabitha. So I don't think it's entirely her fault. Anyway, Boyd is losing it, and Donna, gosh, Donna, is like, I need to talk to you, and he's like, I'm not in the mood for you to just talk, like start like monologuing to me how wrong I was. But instead, Donna starts crying, and I've never seen her cry, but she's losing it. Everyone is losing it. I mean, she was devastated when the monsters first entered Colony House and killed a lot of people. She was so sad. She was like, this place wasn't about just like pleasure or just like ignoring everything that has been happening outside. It was about hope and trying to be happy in a horrible place like this. And seeing her cry was like so sad. Like she was one of the people that was the strongest in that place, and seeing her break down was like, fuck, like this is really so bad. So that was sad. Boyd is sad. Again, this woman died, whatever. I I don't know what has happened to the policewoman. I think it's the same thing is going to happen to her, to the other people that came in the bus, that they became inconsequential for the plot. I don't know if I said that right. Like, um, it was huge when the bus came to the town. Like, oh shit, more people. What is going to happen? Whatever. And a lot of them fade to the ground, fade to the background, including the boy that's been having nightmares. Although something that I noticed while I was watching a video about the episode, we were led to believe that that woman was drowning him because she was very scary and she was over him. But and I didn't notice, I don't know why, but her clothes, she's wearing some type of kimono or something like that. I am sorry if I don't know the name. But there's this close up that someone is pushing the kid under the water when he was dreaming that he was in the bathtub. And there were sleeves, and their sleeves were like plate sleeves. I don't know how to call them. There were squares. There were a lot of lines in the sleeves. So I think it was a man that was pushing him down, drowning him. And again, I thought it was a woman, but by seeing that close up, I was like, fuck, it was someone else. And she was just like staring at him, and then she appeared to him again, and he was like, am I dreaming? Like, am I awake? And no one fucking answered him. I don't know who was beside him. It might be Tilly. Tilly's like, I don't know what is going on with her. He asked, am I dreaming? And that person next to him doesn't answer. He stands up and starts like wondering what the hell is happening, and she's there, very creepy, and she's like, help me. And I'm like, fuck, someone is communicating other than the boy in white, and she's asking for help. So she's trapped there as well, and she's like weirdly connected to him. And I think she drowned in that lake, kind of. It's like, I don't know, it's very small to be a lake, I don't know. But he's like, I dream about this place. When that boy, teenager, I don't know how to call him, I might remember his name later, um he tells to Fatima, I dream about this place. Or he's like, is there a lake or something in here, like a body of water? And Fatima's like, yes. Is it Fatima or was it Julie? I think it was Julie. And she's like, yeah, there's a lake like around here. And he's like, I saw this in my like dreams, because he was dreaming a lot of things and he couldn't remember. All he knew is that he was supposed to be very scared. And I think that woman died in there, so I think she's in that lake. That is my theory. Again, everything is a theory. So I think he might come back to the show, like to be present a little bit more, because he wasn't very much present all throughout the first episodes. And I think what I was talking about, again, my ADHD is like all over the place. It makes me all over the place. But anyway, I've talked about Tabitha a little bit, that she's back in the town. Something that I do not understand, and again, maybe time travel, I don't know, is the bracelet. the bracelet in the car of Victor's father, in the storage room, and where else? It was in three places. I don't remember the other one, but there it was in three different places at the same time. So I think it's the same bracelet, like exactly the same. There's a theory that it might be a different bracelet, but like very similar. I think it's exactly the same. And again, I think time travel in a way. I think in the same way that the kid can travel in time and stuff, maybe Tabitha can do that as well. And maybe she put that bracelet to give herself a hint of what is happening. And she doesn't know about it yet, but she will in the future. So like little crumbs of truth that we need, like again, we need a bigger picture to actually get what they mean. But I think they are the same bracelet, and even she herself put that in there, like in the glove, that is the name, in a car, I don't know. So yes, so we have the trees, and the trees are used to travel through time and places. That's what Victor said. You might appear somewhere else, and it might be fast, or it might take some time. So time travel, I think, is very possible, and I think there are other ways to do that other than the trees. But I think they are important. Something that I did not like is that we didn't get to see the original tree in the park. I think it was a park in a town, a nameless town, I don't know, that Victor's father was going to show Tabitha. I think that is important, and I think maybe there is a way to travel to that specific tree, and we will get to see that in the future and go back to reality. So I think the purpose, the goal of the kid in white pushing Tabitha out the window was to get two things. One, the knowledge of what the paintings meant, paintings that Victor's mom's made. You know what I mean. I think she needed to see that again to have a bigger picture. And I think also the goal was to get Victor's father into town. I think he was the goal. He said, I think you're here for what's in the basement, but I think it's him himself. So again, that this reunion is going to be important. So I think the boy in white wanted him in the town. Why? We don't know just yet. Something else that happened was Victor talking to the girl with the curly hair. Picture in here, name somewhere in here. I forget her name. And Victor, I love him. He's like so, like, to the point, right? He's like, oh, you're the scariest person in the town. And again, he was like, oh, my sister and my mother are dead. Not in the same way, though. I didn't kill them like you did. Like you killed your brother. He's amazing. I love Victor so much. I love him. I think he's still a kid inside, and he's awesome. And I wish nothing but happiness to him, but he's been through a lot. And he's like, we need to build a fort, and they do. And he starts remembering things. And oh my god, what the fuck with the with the doll? I forget the ventriloquist doll. I think that's the name. And it starts talking back to that man. I hate that. I think it's because I used to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps when I was a kid, and that doll scared me so much. Like moving dolls, no thank you, I pass. I hate that. I hate that so much. And I was like, okay, when that man was talking to the doll by himself, and I was like, oh, okay, he's hallucinating, whatever that word is. And then we see it through Victor's perspective that the freaking doll talks back. Excuse me, no, thank you, no, 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 no. And he's like, oh, we need to question the doll. Oh my god, please don't do that. Like, don't, that is the scariest shit ever. I don't want that to happen. I mean, he remembered, and that's good, and that is very important. That they think the doll has answers. I don't think the doll has answers. I think the doll is possessed by the entity, the demon, whatever. I don't think it's going to give them answers. I don't want a doll anywhere near my screen, but I think that it's going to be the most important thing happening in the next episode. I'm so sorry if you can hear the lawnmower I have no control over that. I'm so sorry. I'm about to finish. Um, so I think in the next episode, Victor and the girl, I forgot her name, I'm so sorry, are going to enter the caves because he was in the caves, like the doll. I don't know why I'm calling it him. He's super creepy, but the doll was in there, and Victor kind of knows the way around. So they're going to get in the caves, and I think both of them are going to be safe. Again, because Sarah is her name. Sarah. Oh my god, because Sarah is still like a conduit of the entity, so I think she might be safe. And again, she's kind of like numb to certain things, so she's going to be like, sure, let's go. So they're going to get that freaking doll. No thank you, I prefer the tarot cards, please do that. Anyway, yes, those are my thoughts so far. I might have missed something in the process, but it's been a lot going on and nothing at the same time, or not enough. So if you're watching this and if you made it to the end of this video, let me know what you think. Let me know your favorite theories. Again, I might link some of them down below. Although all of them are kind of like lost, like me. I think we are all very lost. I think again the most plausible one is the fairy one, and I might do a video about fairies because I think a lot of people don't know about fairies. I think the most common ones are the Disney ones, and that is not about like very misleading information about actual fairies and actual folklore. Fairies can be super dark, and they can abduct people and get them to another place, and it's a whole thing. So I might do another video. I might study the fairy folklore a little bit more and see if it actually fits with some of the things that are happening, and that might be another video about from. So yes, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, let me know your thoughts, and I'll be seeing you next time. Hopefully I will do a video on the next episode. It depends on how much we are told, because I think we are only being given crumbs, and that's not fair. I want to know more. But anyway, I'll see you later. I hope you're having a great week, and yeah, that's it. I don't know, weird. I was going to say intro. Bye. Just bye. Bye. Bye.